What it is, YouTube? Lord Aint here, and excuse me for my lateness for these last, I guess, 2 weeks, I guess, but I've been just sick, and I finally feel healthy enough to actually get up and do stuff. So, but yeah, The Promised Neverland, Chapter 74. Norman is not dead. I've been saying it the last, I don't know, couple reviews, but the way they had left Norman off was just like he was looking up through the door and he was like, "Oh, so this is how it is." And we see that 22194 is, I'm not sure if that's Norman. Maybe it's somebody that's, connected to Norman, or maybe it is Norman and they did something to him at that institute where where that plantation was, where Emma and Lucas had found out they were making that new plantation. Apparently, that was the place where they sent Norman, where I guess it was like the really exceptional kids that they sent there. And Norman, as we see, we get the backstory on that. We see Norman, he goes there. He actually meets Peter Rattray, the dude that betrayed Mr. Minerva, and Peter Rattray asks Norman if he would help him with his research. And then his mother or whatever gives him a hug. It's like, "Oh, this is Peter Rattray. You're gonna love it at your new home. You'll never leave it." Which basically her saying, you like, no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna escape that place. Like y'all might have been able to escape Grace Field, but you not about to escape this one. That is way too much security and stuff. And we see they apparently they isolate Norman, or maybe they isolate all the kids into their own separate rooms. And Norman realizes that the room is probably has like 6 different surveillance cameras and whatever. He's being watched the whole time, and plus they listening in on the audio too, so they can hear him. Even if he talks to himself about a plan of trying to escape, they're gonna figure it out. So he really has to just think it inside his head about how he's trying to escape. And then we see they put him to, like, they make him take tests like they did at Grace Field, but he's just, they say he's off the charts every time. He gets every question correct, and each time he takes a test, like, the difficulty of the questions are even higher than they were the last time. And even one of the researchers said, like, I mean, the questions at Grace Field, like, those weren't easy questions, but the ones we're posing here is like a completely different level, and he still gets them correct. So yeah, Norman is what they said, a very special boy. Actually, that's the title of the chapter, a very special boy. And we see he's walking past, like, I guess it's a room full of the other kids, and they all look a little different. And then we see, I guess it's like they had like demon caretakers for the kids or whatever. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Then we see he's just he's trying to figure out a way to, like, as long as he's alive, he feels like he'll be able to, go and meet up with Emma and Ray and the rest of his family. So he says to himself, I gotta uncover everything. I gotta figure out what exactly they're doing here and all that. So, like I said, like 22194 at we're at Goldie Pond. It's possible that that's Norman. I mean, if it is Norman, how did he know what exactly happened to him and what they did to him to make him like all bulky like that? And then too, he doesn't even speak. So maybe that was a a repercussion or something that they did to him to keep him from talking or something like that. Or maybe they sent him out there on purpose, and they did him like that to where he couldn't talk, but they put a tracker on him or something like that. I don't know. this could go a bunch of different ways right now, and it's really interesting now because, like I said, Norman's not dead. At least, at least we know there's a connection to him in some way, shape, or form. If that's him or if that's somebody that that's connected to him. So we'll see in in this next chapter, or these next coming up chapters, how this all turns out. And we still don't know if Ray and Mr. No Name, their guide, have have finally infiltrated Goldie Pond yet. So that's gonna come up pretty soon. And yeah, we're gonna figure out what exactly Norman found out at that new institute too. So like I said, man, this is really, really good right now. So but yeah, man, The Promised Neverland, chapter 74. Like I said, been sick the last couple weeks, so haven't been uploading anything. So, uh, but I have been trying to keep up with everything. Just like I said, haven't recorded or uploaded anything. But I feel better now, so expect my uploads to be more frequent now, I guess. And but yeah, man, it's your boy Lord Laming the Emperor. And like, comment, subscribe, share, so other like-minded people like us talk about it in the comments below. And what do y'all think about 22194? If that's Norman or somebody that's that's connected to Norman? Put that in the comments below. And yeah, man, I'm out.